Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and this is the BYB BE-7986 1200 Lumens L2 LED bike light set. Now you get a super bright rechargeable bicycle headlamp in this box, and you get a tail light, and they're all shock proof and water resistant. Everything looks to be neatly packaged and securely packaged in here as well. So let's take everything out and look at it. Wow, so here are the contents of the box. For the price, I'm looking at a lot of stuff here. Here's your tail light, which looks to reflect from all angles. Pretty nice design on that. I'll see how it works in real life here shortly. Here we have the headlamp, which looks really nice and has that good soft plastic rubbery kind of texture on off there. That is awesome. And here is the AC adapter, which will charge this. And here is the mounting pieces here. Here's a rechargeable battery pack, which connects to the light here. Here's the headlamp adapter, which seems a little more comfy than I thought it would have from the photos. Probably goes well on a hard hat and a kind of bicycle hat or whatever, regular hat. I don't know how it would feel against the forehead, but I'll definitely test it out and let you know. And here's a mounting bracket, looks to be for the tail light. Get all this stuff charged up and going, and we'll get this thing hooked up on the bike, and we'll check out how bright this light really is compared to my existing headlight on my bike. So I'm really intrigued to find out how good this performs. Alright, so I decided to put this on my bare head with nothing on here, and I was kind of surprised at how well it holds up. I mean, you can see that a lot of the weight's absorbed into the pack. I know it looks stupid now, but you can see a lot of the weight's absorbed into the pack instead of the battery being in here, so it's not. You can run this easily back through and probably around the head thing there. There you go, like that. Put this, it's got a strap on it here. You can put this probably on your back of your belt or something like that. And I actually like it. It's not that bad at all. I mean, it doesn't move. The positioning of the light itself is fine. And the only thing is, once you got it on here, it's kind of, well, it's not too terribly bad at all even to move. Because how it even goes on here, excuse me, let me cut this off, but how it even goes on here is there's just a rubber band that clips. I'll show you how whenever I mount it onto the handlebar, but I want to do this first. We can look at how it straps. Now it is a three-piece, well actually two-piece I guess, around the headband and over the top. And I like the over-the-top part for the comfort because it will not allow it to slide down really, and you can go in and adjust and stuff. But really, right out of the box, I didn't do anything. I just put it on and it works great. And I have a feeling it would work great like on the hard hat as well. And then you could fix it and run it behind and just always clip that on if you feel like a minor, you know. Not a below 18 person, but like a in the hole minor. But I can tell right now that it's got a good spread, and I'll go into talking about this a little bit more when we get to the handlebar part of it. But yeah, I just want to let you know about the headband part. I actually like that. It's really comfortable as is. It's crazy. I thought it'd be totally uncomfortable, but there is a little bit of padding behind here. I thought this was kind of gimmicky at first. I was like, why are they including that, you know? But I can see that that really does work, and if you do something for a living, you probably like the fact that it's rechargeable. And there's like a 5,000 milliamp battery in this thing here. I don't know if I showed you in great detail in there, but there it is. It's kind of one of those things, one of those bricks, the four individual pieces, I think, wrapped up in a plastic case. But that's it. Pretty nice, no big deal. But I like the pack. It's multi-use for bike handle and your belt, so that's cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk about mounting the brake lights, or the tail lights really on here. And basically all this is a no-tool thing. You got a little thing you can unscrew from the nut itself that opens this up and allows us to wrap around the back bar here. All right, so I've mounted this under the seat, and kind of in front of and just slightly above my existing rear reflector. And this has a reflective coating here, and there's two separate modes for your tail light, and the button is at the top corner of this, and this takes two AAA batteries. It's got two different modes for your tail light, and then the second one there. And this sits up above my tire pretty good, right underneath my seat to do that. The reflector actually set a little lower than the top of my tire, so having this sitting up in front of this, and this is just mounted to this bar back here. It's just a standard mount, bar mount. If anybody has anything to do with bikes or whatever, it's an easy thing. I mean, it was toolless. You just screw it on and it mounts right to this bar. No big deal there. I actually like having this on here, and I'm excited about having an actual tail light for a change. It's safer out there when people's, you may not know if people's watching out for you at night, and that's one thing I worry about with traffic, but that makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, so I'm going to freehand this camcorder, so if it's a little shaky, I go ahead and apologize. But I mounted the battery pack here, and it doesn't look like it's going to really go anywhere. One thing I wish it kind of had was some rubber underneath this, but I think I can get like a extra tire tube or something like that and put in there. I can doctor this up. I'm not worried about this gradually riding down, and plus I have this kind of tight here to keep it from just gradually bouncing down the rail. But I wish it did have some rubber up underneath that. That would have been a nice touch. But this gives me plenty of room to take this battery pack out if I have to, and I've got it wrapped around a few times just to right here, and there's enough slack into here I can turn the handles either way, and it's not going to tighten this up too much. But the light plugs into right here, so you've got a short cord here to the battery pack to where this can come apart at. And I've got this coming up through here, wrapping around, and I've got this mounted here. Alright, now for mounting the light, they do give you two of the same stuff, so you get two separate bags. You get two, looks like maybe large rubber bands, and then you get two of the small ones. I used a small one for this because I have a small bar. My wife's is bigger than mine. What? But I just used it. It's a clip. It's a hook actually here underneath the light. There's the same hook on the other side. So you just like slip the little loop around one end, you pull it tight and slip it around the other, and that's it. And it makes it super simple to come off. It's got a little tongue here that you can grab to get a good handle on it to undo it. Real quick, real easy. I'm pretty confident that this will not go anywhere. And after you use it for the first time and turn it on, or turn it on at any time, this is lit underneath so that you can see it at night. You can see that the light's not on now, but it'll stay lit. To turn that off, all you gotta do is just hold your finger over it and it'll cut right off. Alright, so now let's compare the BYB light against my old headlamp, which was a Cree LED light. I've had it for a while. It's more expensive than the BYB, but let's put it against each other and just see which one comes out on top. I'm going to cut the light on my camera off and we'll begin the test. Alright, first off, let's do my original headlamp here. It's just one single shot. There's no flash, strobe, random, nothing like that. That's all you get. You get one solid spread, and that is it. So I'm going to cut this off and then cut on the brightest setting for the BYB. And you can see it duplicates about the same amount, probably a little bit bigger spread of light, but you've got a concentrated bright light in the middle. And I think the spread light on the BYB is actually brighter than the spread on my LED, which I really like. And then here's the different settings of the BYB. Now we got a lower dim setting, which probably kind of matches the old one that I had on here the most. So you can use that one if you want. And you got an even dimmer one, which this one actually, I don't know, my old one is probably in between the lowest setting and the middle setting here. But now let's go into the flash setting. Now it's just a steady flash. That is bright. I hope I'm not giving you a seizure. And then let's go to the random, which is probably my favorite if you're in kind of a mid-afternoon. You don't need like a total constant light. for actual riding light purposes, you could go the full bright one if you want to, if you're on a trail or something like that. But if you're in the city, probably I'd say the lowest amount of light might get you what you want without blinding the other people. But this is definitely my favorite light that I've come across for bikes. I mean, I absolutely love it, and I don't really find any issues with it at all. It doesn't, as you can see, I'm bouncing the bike up and down. If you want to see how bad the light might jar, I'm taking it about a foot off the ground right now and beating it down to the ground, so you can see that there's not a lot of jarring, and the camera or the light doesn't move, like just like I said it doesn't, because there's no batteries in it. It's got a separate pack, so there's no weight to gradually tilt that light over as you ride. So BYB light, you get a total 2 thumbs up for me. I absolutely love this product. This has been Isaiah's Reviews. Thanks for watching.